This is a heat burst. It's one of the main ways to activate heat, which is the primary new system mechanic introduced in Tekken 8. You can use heat bursts defensively because they have armor to blow through your opponent's attacks. Also, heat burst beats a regular power crush because it has higher priority armor. You can also use heat bursts offensively. They are really quick at 16 frames fast for every character, have amazing range and tracking. It also gives small frame advantage on block or on hit, and they could be used to extend your combos. This is a very important tool that you do not want to miss input during an actual game. Tekken 8's default controller setup has it as R1 on PlayStation or RB on Xbox or PC. Alternatively, you can press the manual input for a heat burst with the 2+3 command or set it up as a button bind for 2+3 as well. But I'm here to tell you, you are messing up if you are not using a dedicated heat burst button instead of manually pressing 2+3 or using a bind for it.
I actually just wanted this.
And here's a couple reasons why. When using it in neutral or on defense, using a dedicated heat burst button is far superior to the manual input of 2+3 because you can still be blocking with back or down back while activating it. As opposed to using the manual input of 2+3 or a bind for it, you have to return your directional inputs to neutral to get a heat burst. But not with the heat burst button, you could literally be doing tricks on it and the heat burst will still come out. Tekken has a neutral guard, but you almost always want to be blocking with the back direction because there are some moves and situations that will blow through a neutral guard. When using a heat burst button, you never have to worry about letting go of your guard to activate. The next reason is for combos. Let's use the poster boy himself, Jin, for this example. During Jin's electric combo, you can do a heat burst after his back 3 forward, Zen Stance 1. But keep in mind, he also has Zen Stance 1, 2 as a string that's delayable. So if you're going for the manual input for this combo route and press 1 into 2+3 for the heat burst, you will get Stance 1 delayed 2. Which is not what you might have wanted when going for this heat burst combo. So to make this combo work, you have to wait out the stance 1, 2 delayable window, then try to time your 2+3 to get the heat burst to combo. But you don't need to do all of that if you have a dedicated heat burst button. You could do Jin's combo up to the stance 1 and straight up mash the heat burst button. You don't ever have to worry about getting the stance 1, 2 accidentally or timing it after the stance 1. Just mash the heat burst button. You can only get heat burst when pressing the dedicated button. It makes hitting the heat burst after stance 1 super easy. This applies to any character that has a string with a 2 or a 3 as a follow-up, and the game will give you the string when pressing manual 2+3 over the heat burst if pressed too quickly. Where with a heat burst button, you never have to worry about that, giving you peace of mind and making your burst combos much more consistent. And for the final reason, in case you didn't already know, heat burst is also the same command as your heat smash if you're already activated. The main benefit you get from using a dedicated heat button versus 2+3 is you'll have situations where your heat timer is running low and you would like to use your heat smash before the timer is gone. Using a dedicated heat burst button, which is now your heat smash button during activation, you'll either get the heat smash or nothing at all in case the timer got depleted before you got a chance to use it. Where on the other hand, using a manual 2+3 input will result in something coming out regardless of your heat timer still being available or not. This means that if you miscalculated the timer and it was already depleted and you try to do your heat smash with 2+3, something's coming out, which might lead you to potentially whiffing an unwanted move, causing you to get punished, leading to losing a round, possibly the game or set. But there may be some situations, such as Jack's Gamma How 2, his guard break for example, where you might be unsure of how much heat timer you have left after the Gamma How 2, since it also consumes a bit of heat timer as well. And using the manual 2+3 input will at least give you 2-3, which also links after the guard break instead of using the heat button in this case, where you'll get nothing because the heat button can only give you smash or nothing at all. There may be more situations like this Jack example where you might want to use a manual 2+3 input over the heat button, but that's going to depend on the character and scenario. Overall though, I recommend using the heat button when trying to go for heat smash near the end of your meter. I hope this video might help you reconsider using a heat burst button if you aren't already using it. You can also set your heat burst to any button you like. I'm a stick player and I currently have it set all the way over here. Just slap it on somewhere that's comfortable to you on whichever controller you may be using. Well, thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. We're back, baby, we're back. I'll try to make more content regularly. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.